Hello friends, this is Youheum and I'm an extreme minimalist living in a furniture-free apartment, and I sleep in a hammock full-time with no mattress bed and no bed frame. Today I thought of just sharing my experience of using a hammock and how I set it up, because some of you wanted to know after watching my furniture-free minimalist apartment tour. So I'm gonna go over some pros and cons of sleeping in a hammock towards the end of this video. The hammock that I have is not sprayed with flame retardant chemicals, fungicides, and mold repellents, which are commonly found in most conventional mattresses. Now for the maintenance part, it's actually pretty easy to care for it because I just have to wash it by hand and hang it dry on the sun. But you can also use a laundry machine if you have one. And actually I don't mind putting in the labor of doing it by hand because I can be more involved in the process and be mindful of the things that I own by caring for it and giving loving attention to it. If you tried hammocking outdoors, you probably know that it can get really chilly around the back or the side area. So it's pretty important to give it that extra insulation so you can feel comfortable overnight. Also, be sure to share with me if you have any experience with hammocking outdoors. Let me know in the comments below what you liked and didn't like about your own experience. I also have a linen blanket and a small matching pillow that's filled with buckwheat. I actually made this myself by adding some leftover buckwheat from my yoga bolster. So it's just a little DIY pillow that I made. But I use it sometimes to just provide the extra support for my neck. And I also tried a rolled up throw or blanket, which can work pretty well too. So I do try to buy organic and choose natural materials like cotton, linen, and hemp so that I can be chemical free and reduce the toxins that are entering into my body. Besides sleeping on my hammock, I also enjoy reading my ebook and just having a relaxed day on my bed. So if you're not sure about replacing your bed completely, I also think it's a good idea to just have fun on a hammock instead of buying a sofa, so that you can nourish your inner child and be playful while gently swinging on a hammock. For the actual setup of my hammock, I used a stud finder to find the stud and drill into the stud instead of a hollow wall, because that won't be able to support my weight. And I attached a wall mount that holds up to 600 pounds. To know exactly where to drill on the wall, I used a hand calculator on my phone. I actually didn't follow the exact measurements that was on the app because I wanted to make some slight adjustments depending on my preference. And it's okay to make these adjustments because it's good to find what's important for you and what's comfortable for your own body. And plus you can always make more adjustments in the future if it doesn't work out for you. You can extend the height, you can make it more further, and try out different variations that works for your body. And for the mounting part, I did use my own drill, but you can also rent a drill at a local hardware store if they're offering that kind of service, so that you don't have to spend a lot of money just for this purpose. After I got everything set up and mounted, I tried it out for a few days just to see how it feels for me and my body, and I was really surprised to know that I feel much more rested and grounded and relaxed compared to sleeping in a mattress for many years. And I was really hesitant at first to do the hammock sleeping because I was fearful that it might not work, and I was kind of scared that my back would hurt or my shoulders would be in pain, but I didn't have any of that problems. And in fact, my back actually felt better and there was less tension and less stiffness all around my body. So I didn't feel like I had to dread waking up in the morning for a yoga practice anymore because I wasn't straining myself. I know that back pain is something that some of you worry about, and it has come up a lot on my Instagram comments right after I posted my hammock photo. And I understand that some people have physical restrictions that make them not compatible with hammock sleeping. So you have to be mindful of your physical sensations and listen to your emotional needs when making that commitment. Because if you're gonna do it full time, you want to feel good and relaxed after you sleep, and not grumpy and not stressed out, and not feel like you're forcing yourself to make the transition. So be gentle with yourself and take your time in doing the transition and making the commitment. Another benefit that I love is the space saving factor, because it's so compact and minimal. I don't have to worry about it when I have to move to a new place, and it's easy to care for. I don't have to get it professionally cleaned or anything like that. For the negative part of sleeping in a hammock, I would say the biggest thing would be not being able to have a partner, but that is not a concern for me because I love having the bed to myself and just having my cat hang out with me. But it could be a concern for some people, and if that is a big issue for you, I would not recommend it. And another thing could be shoulder problem, because the hammock tends to roll the shoulders inwards, and that could be uncomfortable for some people, but I feel totally fine. But if that is an issue for you, you can try sleeping diagonally, which is what people recommend for hammock sleeping anyways, and see if that kind of alleviates the shoulder pain and kind of frees the shoulder from being rolled inwards. Also, please share with me what you think about sleeping in a hammock. Do you feel like it's not a good idea for you because of some physical restrictions, or do you want to try it out but haven't done it yet? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. For me, I had the proper training before I made the transition. I did some backpacking, some hiking, and camping before all of this. And I was actually on the Appalachian Trail, so I was able to adjust to the hammock. And like I said before, please pay attention to your body and be mindful of your physical sensations. And don't force yourself to transition. Be gentle and have some peace and calm throughout your transition. So I hope that this video was useful, and please subscribe to my channel if you want more on minimalism and sustainability, and please like this video if you want to support my journey. Thanks for being here, my friends, and I hope to see you again soon.